What's up, Internet Land? Zachamus Prime, aka Zachamus Prime, here with the Transformers third-party review. This is actually a repaint of a figure that I have reviewed earlier, but I'm going to give it another review because it's been like years, I think. So, here is the Ocular Max Fraudo Regenesis, which is their G2 Swindle, or so they say, because I don't know. Maybe he doesn't look a thing like it. It's just all speculation at this point. You can't prove it. But, yeah. So, G2 Swindle. Gosh, the early 90s were such a trip, man. Such a trip. But I will say that he shows up great against the blue background. Much better than his previous buddy. But, yeah. Again, so Ocular Max has been doing these, set. Well, they've already came out with the G1 version of it, and it's this all-in-one combiner, which looks really good actually. And then they immediately sell you like an add-on kit so that it looks more different. And it's kind of a funny thing, but I don't know. I kind of hope that they sell the add-on kit for the G2 one, because the G2 one only ever was a toy, so it should look more toy accurate. It should. But anyhow, lots of really good paint on this. I am not sure if these are tampo printed or masked. I kind of feel like they'd have to be masked. But molded in red plastic with these purple camo paints all throughout. Like all throughout. And they look really good. And they're designed to like match up in both robot mode and vehicle mode, which I'm sure took some planning just in the paint department itself. But yeah, just a good looking figure all around. The like vibrant, it's not quite red, but like it's not quite like fuchsia or magenta either. Like I'm not sure exactly what to call this color, except just loud. But I like it. The camo. I mean, I don't know what environment he's supposed to camouflage into, but, the camo splotches are just very amusing. But anyhow, he does come with some accessories. He comes with this little gun here, which has got a silver tip on the front, which does not come off, I believe. That's probably stuck on there for good, though you can rotate it if you really, really, really need to. Just open up his hand. He's got his Masterpiece style peg on both sides of that handle, so he can hold it in either hand. Fold it in there, and now he can shoot what looks like one single little missile. But he also comes with a bigger cannon, which you can stick onto his shoulder, like so. And you can rotate it on that if you really want to. Or you can just have it like an arm cannon, which is cool. I've been a fan of arm cannons ever since, Megatron, when I was a kid, so. And then he also comes with this piece here. It's actually two pieces, but, And I guess this one, if you really want to, you can plug into the other shoulder. If you really, really want to. Or not. Stow it in his leg, maybe? I don't know. But anyhow, purple plastic there. Looks good and vibrant. Not as much purple plastic on this figure as you'd think, because that's paint, that's paint, that's paint. There's plastic. So I don't know, some of the purple on him is plastic and some of it is paint. This definitely looks like it is plastic, but I almost want to say it was painted on the outside surface of it. The same shade, so that this purple plastic lines up with this purple paint app, which is nice, because of course plastic and paint never really look quite the same. So I think it's swanky of them to have put the purple on the purple so that it all looks like the same purple. But in terms of articulation, oh, by the way, look at that face sculpt. It's like, again, purple, the like metallic purplish pink eyes, silver face. that like lovely boxy head. When I was a kid, I had a few of the G2 Combaticons, including this one, and but like most everyone I knew, you go through their toy box and you'd find, Transformers, and the Transformers that you find were almost always combiners, it seemed. And of course, back then, the head was actually used as the combination peg, so it was always blocky and square. And just the blocky square head is indelibly like linked with Transformers in my mind since a formative age. But anyhow, in terms of articulation, his head is on a big old ball joint, which has a lot of range of motion and of course spins freely. His shoulders will go all the way around and they'll go out for the full tree pose. Bicep swivel, double jointed elbow for most of the full run. Really nice. He's got a ball joint on his wrist, which allows for some wiggle. Ooh. Spoilers. A little bit of wiggle and some rotation. Thumb is on a ball joint. Each crooked finger is on its own pin joint. So that's all right. Waist joint here. Skirt armor comes up. Leg goes that far forward, goes that far back, goes out for the full Van Damme. Thigh swivel here. Single joint knee for 90 degrees. And it is kind of weird because his knee, like the back of his knee goes all the way up to his butt. The back of his leg. So, yeah. But, he still bends his knee-ish. Just doesn't always look like he's got, he's not exactly well proportioned, but he is properly proportioned, I think. So, ankle is on a tilt. And you get some toe and some heel movement, though not a whole lot of heel movement if everything's plugged in the way it should be. But yeah, all in all, good figure. Looks great on the shelf. The vibrant colors, just chef's kiss. Love it. But real quick, let's get him transformed up. So we're going to start from the top and work our way down. So what we want to do is I am going to put his hands away first. So you're going to do the whole standard hand fold away, which is you put the thumb down, curl the rest of it into a fist, flip that around, and boom. Again, thumb down, fingers closed, flip that into his arm, close that up, rotate his arm at the bicep, and then collapse it down at the bicep. Collapse. Done and done. I do like his little faux tires here, because of course the actual tires are hiding out inside his body cavity. So he's got these little fake tires here that even spin and have paint apps on them. It's really nice. These regular tires, they kind of feel like they've got a rubberized. They definitely look like they've got a rubberized tire to them. Oh, my phone's going crazy. Stick that crap in my pocket. But anyhow, so we're going to open this up a bit so we can grab this and pull it straight out. You're going to pull it out on these joints right in here. And this is going to come all the way around forward. And then you're going to grab this whole chest section and pull it out like so. Rotate it and then leave it for now. You're going to want to grab his upper torso and yank on this part here. Slide that up. And now we can take the head and rotate this section around. You're going to flip up these panels here. And then these little panels here. You can take this, fold that down. That makes it easier to clear the ends of these up. Fold it back to where it was and then straighten this out. That's his fender. And then for this one, you're going to fold out these panels here and then you gotta like wedge this thing out like so. And then that's going to sit here for a second, because now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to come back to his arms. You can fold these things out at any point because they sit on the outside, these panels here. I like to do them right here because, like, this edge is guarded by the tire, but this edge sticks out from the inside. And while it's in this position, you can get to that really easily. So that's when I do it. But, you know, you can do it however you want. We're going to take these panels, fold them up. We're going to kind of wiggle this out, and then we're going to bend this around. It's on a fairly stiff detent, but really what we're getting at is this tab is going to go into that slot, and this tab is going to go into that slot. And of course you really want to put in this one first, so move that around. I can kind of see where it goes. It's not the easiest thing to get your eyes on because there's a hole, like, you know, it's on the inside and whatnot. And then we're going to take this and plug that one in. And we're going to do the same for the other side. So kind of swing this around. Again, we're going to plug in this tab first. That one in much easier. And then this tab here second. And then we're going to double joint this up. There's one singular tab in here. You can see it right here. That tab will plug into a slot in here. And that will just kind of home it all into the right place. And then this is just going to come around. And then you're going to slide it straight in. You're going to make sure that this tab right here clears this slot right here on the purple waist. And then it just goes straight in. And you'll plug it in. You'll plug it into this tab and this tab. Let me point this up just a little bit. God, did I really say it like that? I'm sorry, guys. This tab and that tab. So bring that around, get it into position, slide it in, plug, plug. Now that's good. This guy is going to come in on top of that. That plugs in. Then you're going to take this, and you've got two tabs right here that are going to plug into these slots right there. And then this is just going to come straight off. Parts forming. We're going to raise this up. We're going to raise this up. These skirt armors are going to fold all the way forward. And there's the front half of them all done. Now to the back half. Back half's also pretty easy. The transformation on this figure is really simple, really intuitive, and just, I would even go so far as to say that it is fun. We're going to open up these tabs right there. Bring this down a bit. And then these ones right here. So what's going to happen is these heels, you're going to pull this straight out and then flip it up. And then this whole heel section, both this orange part and this black part inside, is going to come out, and it's going to double joint around and then plug back in. And then you're going to fold up. Oh wow, that's a big old nub right there. Then you're going to fold this up, and there you go. Do the same for the other side. So pull this heel up, push that in, bring this whole section up in a double joint, bring this down, and ta-da! Now you're going to bend both knees. And after you bend the knees, you're going to undo this panel here on the front of the leg. And then you're going to straighten the legs. So that rotates them in this little section here, which shortens them up. And I'm going to plug them in at this point, but before I plug them in fully, I want to get this guy to go right in between. And that's going to go all the way up. You've got these tabs right here. They're going to plug into slots. Like so. And now you'll see that these have got like a black line inside that square. That means that these tabs are now ready to go into those, and then you can close these back up, fold these back, and then put the seats in their upright, fully locked position. Angle this just a little bit so it looks better. And then you can come around here, fold that up, plug it in here, and then take this, plug that in here, and now you've got, oh wait, take this, plug this in the back here. Now you've got Swindle in his vehicle mode, and again, just looks really great. They avoided the issue of color match. I mean, they color matched the purple extremely well, the paint for the plastic color, but they also avoided any minor inconsistency that they might have made by painting the purple pieces purple, which I thought was great. You get, you know, I mean, clearance is clearance, right? That's what we say in the machinist industry. Rolls back and forth on these slightly rubberized tires. He's got a steering wheel that doesn't turn, by the way. He's got this little part here, rotates. Of course, you can move these up and down. You can even turn the tire, his spare tire. All in all, it's a pretty decent looking Jeep. I like it. If you're a fan of the G2, and especially if you haven't picked up the G1 version, absolutely I recommend this. But that's about all I got for now. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Hey everybody, thanks for watching. You guys are fantastic. Everybody stay awesome and be good to each other. See ya. Bye.